What if I told you that some of the loudest voices for Muslim rights around the world are completely silent when it comes to one of the most persecuted Muslim communities today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is exactly the case with many Muslim-majority countries and their response, or lack of response, to China's treatment of the Uyghur Muslims. Despite mounting evidence of internment camps, forced labor, and religious suppression, there's a stunning lack of outcry from nations that usually champion the cause of the Ummah, the global Muslim community. So, what's going on here? Why do countries like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Turkey, and others stay so quiet, or even publicly support China's policies? Let's start with the elephant in the room: economics. China is a major global power, and its Belt and Road Initiative has funneled billions of dollars into infrastructure projects across Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Many Muslim nations are heavily dependent on Chinese investment and trade. Speaking out against Beijing could put those economic ties at risk. And for governments prioritizing development, that's a price they're often unwilling to pay. Take Pakistan, for example. Despite sharing a border with China's Xinjiang region, where many Uyghurs live, Pakistan has not only stayed silent, but has also echoed China's narrative, calling its treatment of Uyghurs an internal matter. This stance aligns closely with Pakistan's deep economic and strategic ties to China, especially the massive China-Pakistan economic corridor. Then there's Saudi Arabia, which has gone as far as to praise China's counter-terrorism efforts. This may seem shocking, coming from the custodian of Islam's two holiest sites. But again, economic and geopolitical interests often override ideological or humanitarian concerns. Riyadh sees China as a vital partner for its post-oil economic vision, Vision 2030, and clearly isn't willing to jeopardize that relationship. Even Turkey, which historically positioned itself as a defender of Turkic peoples like the Uyghurs, has toned down its criticism in recent years. Turkish leaders once openly condemned China's policies in Xinjiang, but recent shifts suggest a more cautious approach. Analysts point to growing Chinese investment in Turkey and Ankara's desire for stronger ties with Beijing amid strained relations with the West. So, it's not that these countries are unaware of what's happening. In fact, the information is widely available through international reports, satellite images, and eyewitness testimonies. The real issue is that many governments are prioritizing economic and political benefits over moral responsibility. Now, this doesn't mean every Muslim-majority country has stayed silent. Some human rights groups and activists within these nations have tried to speak up. But without official government backing, their voices are often drowned out or sidelined. It's also important to note that the silence isn't just about politics, it's about precedent. If a country like China can get away with this kind of treatment without consequences, it sends a dangerous message to the rest of the world. That money and power can buy silence, even on issues of human dignity and religious freedom. So where does that leave us? What can ordinary people do in the face of such large-scale indifference? First, stay informed. Don't let powerful interests decide which stories matter. Share reliable information. Ask questions. Hold your own leaders accountable for who they choose to ally with and why. And if you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I promise, we don't just talk about the things everyone else is talking about. We dig deeper. So stay curious, stay critical, and I'll see you in the next one.